the MacVoices Live panel's hardware choices and order stories. This is MacVoices. This edition of MacVoices is supported by Insta360 and their new Insta360 X5 flagship camera. Visit store.insta360.com and use the promo code MacVoices to get a free invisible 114cm selfie stick worth $24.99 with a standard package purchase. Limit first 30 standard package purchases only. Welcome to MacVoices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, it's MacVoices Live. It's Tuesday night, but things are just a little bit different tonight. I'm in an undisclosed location doing some business travel, but MacVoices Live has to go on. The show has to go on, so here we are. I also might mention, though, that instead of traveling with a normal large microphone, I decided I was going to test out the DJI Mic 2 that come in this little container right here. I'm wearing one, the other one's here, and the transmitter is plugged into my Mac. And the reports I've gotten from the panels say that it sounds pretty good. It's not as good as the other mic, but it's better than a laptop mic. So we're just going to go with it and see how it works out. A number of things to talk about, but of course, we're going to do a little bit of follow-up from Apple's event last week and then get to some news stories. But let's go around the room first and find out who is going to be commenting on all of that. Top left of my screen, as usual, this time with a red dock pop, Mr. David Ginsburg. Dave, good to see you.
It's been red for a while, but great to see you. Glad to be here and looking forward to some good chat about everything going on in the world of Apple.
Good, thank you. Marty Gensius is here as well. Marty, good to have you as always. What's new with you in your life?
Nothing. Really.
Okay.
I just have a lot of stuff going on at work. So this is always a pleasure to kind of have this as the evening wind down.
Yeah, agreed. Webb Bixby is here. Webb, I wasn't sure we were going to see you tonight, but I'm delighted you made it.
Well, I always enjoy being here, and the missus said that I could come upstairs and play with you guys tonight. So instead of sitting downstairs and doing quilt things. So
well, tell her thank you from all of us. We appreciate it.
Honey, Chuck says thanks.
Yeah. It's not what I had in mind, Webb, but I'll take it. That's fine. Jim Ray is here, and he's becoming quite the hat fan. Although I think this is the same one as we had last week, Jim, I think.
Wait a minute, you can see me?
Yeah, that's sort of the whole idea, Jim, behind the video show. So, beside him, Eric Bolden is here, and this time I can't tell what Eric's hiding in the woods with. Eric, what is that?
Two birds. Let's see, right side up, cedar waxwing here, and then a cedar waxwing hanging upside down with the head right down in the lower corner. All trying to eat berries off of the elderberry bush.
That explains why I was having trouble understanding what I was seeing. The one bird is upside down.
Yeah, Eric's giving all of us the birds.
You know, not the first time. Last but not least, as always, unfortunately, he shows up in the bottom of my screen, and I always feel kind of bad about that. Jeff Gamet is here. Jeff, great to have you.
Do you really feel bad about that? I'm always there, so I'm starting to think this isn't just by chance.
If I could control it, I would jumble it up for you, Jeff, but unfortunately, it's beyond my ability to control on this particular platform. So,
well, does this help?
Not really. No.
I ended up in the same place. Anyhow. Yeah. Webb,
Yes, sir.
I have this whole image. It's very elaborate in my head now. And it starts with the doorbell rings. Lady Bixby opens the door. And we're all standing there. And Chuck says, "Hi, can Webb come out and play?" And that's how the show starts now.
Well, Well, we have a ring type camera, so we wouldn't answer the door if we saw you. Never mind.
Actually, this checks out, and I don't blame you.
Actually,
I like it.
it's not the Ring branded camera, but a doorbell cam.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
This
like
is interesting.
Kleenex. A doorbell cam is a ring cam. You blow your nose in a Kleenex, regardless of what brand it actually is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't blow your nose in the camera.
It does not go
Blow your nose in a
well.
ring cam.
No.
No.
But Webb, that's a really interesting point. That's what it's become. Everybody thinks they have a ring, even if they don't.
Yeah.
Oh well, congratulations to Jamie Siminoff and Ring. They've successfully captured the video doorbell market and turned it into their own.
Yes, they have. Absolutely.
I want to sort of just go around the room. Last week we were just a few hours after the event. Everybody was looking at what they might be ordering or pre-ordering as the week went on, and so now we're a week later. Pre-orders have been completed, orders have been completed, and some, I think, maybe even arriving already. Not phones, but other things. So who ordered what? I know Webb, you first?
Yeah, the new AirPods and then 2 iPhones. And the irony was that they said they were going to come in the first week in October, and then I got a subsequent email that says they're coming on Friday.
Nice.
So both of them.
Nice.
So
Good deal.
So that paying off Tim Cook and having him on the Christmas card list is paying off.
Anybody else order iPhones?
Yep. I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max in beautiful orange. And that's coming on Friday, but I do have to go to the Apple Store to pick it up because they weren't going to deliver it until the 25th. I don't want to wait. Got Apple Watch Series 11, the 46 millimeter. I got the AirPods Pro 3. I also bought the iPhone 17 Pro Max clear case and the MagSafe charger, the new one. It's got the higher wattage, and I bought the 40 watt, the new power adapter to go along with it.
Okay. Just the credit card companies must love you.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Marty, anything?
Oh man, I kicked all the kids out of the house. They're all gone. I wound up getting a iPhone Max Pro Max 17, but not in spray tan disaster color. Or Cheeto dust storm, whatever you want to call it. I wound up getting the blue for that. I got a iPhone Air, and I'm trying different cases with that. I got an 11 watch, and I think it was maybe after Dave's show, I wound up going online and ordering a Ultra 3 to replace my Ultra watch with. And then the AirPods. And at this point, I kind of go into a fugue state, and I can't remember what else I bought.
Wow. Jim, Eric?
I got cases. So I got a Smartish case, and because I really can't decide what phone, so I figure I'll get the case for a phone, and then I will get a phone that doesn't fit the case, and But at any rate, and then they have this suction cup MagSafe thing, so I got that too because it said wallflower, and I thought flower, that's perfect. I don't know if it's really perfect, but I thought I'd give it a shot. And it seemed neat. It says it can suction cup itself to a smooth surface for up to an hour. So I'm thinking, I want to try suction cupping my phone to the top of the car and then driving around taking pictures of stuff and see if it falls off.
I love this plan.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Anyone have a phone that they want to use for testing this?
No.
Web order too.
Oh, hey, web.
Yeah, not really. But I tell you what, to all the product manufacturers out there, just name something with a flower name, and Eric will buy it. So, I can guarantee you at least one sale. Jeff, how about you? Anything landing in your neighborhood soon?
I have not ordered anything, but the one that I want is an iPhone 17 Pro. That I'm due for a new phone, so it's just a matter of when do I place my order.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about colors, and what I've narrowed it down to is anything but silver.
I think you're safe.
What do you have now, Jeff?
I have a 12 Pro in the blue color. So I'm due for an update.
So you'll go either orange or the dark blue.
Yeah, I would be fine with either color. And ultimately, if I end up with a silver, whatever, because I can put a color case on it, but I would still know.
Yeah. Yeah. The new Insta360 Go Ultra is the tiny 4K camera that goes everywhere with you. Your camera is holding you back. It's too big, too heavy, and too complicated to take where the real action happens. That's where the Insta360 Go Ultra changes everything. This is the tiny, super light 4K camera that was designed for your wildest adventures. Or your not so wild adventures. Clip it to your shirt, mount it on your bike, stick it on your board, or slip it into your pocket. Whatever suits your activity. The Go Ultra is always ready when you are. No bags, no bulky gear, just instant setup and rock-solid stabilization that makes every shot smooth. With upgraded video quality, better battery life, and creative shooting modes like hyperlapse, slow motion, and time-lapse, the Go Ultra doesn't just capture your story, it turns everyday moments into cinematic highlights. And when you're done, the Insta360's easy editing tools make sharing your adventure quick and seamless. So if your current camera is slowing you down, it's time to go Ultra. The Insta360 Go Ultra is built to keep up with every trail, every jump, and every journey. Visit store.insta360.com today, and don't forget to use the promo code MacVoices at checkout to get your free sticky tabs. That's store.insta360.com and the promo code MacVoices for a set of free sticky tabs. First 30 purchases only. Thanks to Insta360 for supporting MacVoices. Well, I have a little story about my upgrade. I was in the iPhone trade-in program. I am no longer in the iPhone trade-in program. I went to do the trade-in, and my loan application was rejected. It said I had an outstanding balance. And this was, I guess, 2 days before pre-order. And the story is rather lengthy, but the bottom line is that I don't know if it was Apple or Citizens who fouled it up, but my loan for my iPhone 15 was never closed out.
Oh no.
Now, I have never received any notification that there was any balance due, nothing. And when I talked to Apple, they didn't have a record of receiving my phone, my 15, when I traded it in. So I was able to give them some information, and they found it. And then they sent it over to Citizens and closed it out. And the person I talked to at Citizens on Thursday, said, okay, you're good to go. Everything's fine. And I said, well, she said, it'll take 2 to 3 business days to clear. And it's like, excuse me, pre-order is tomorrow. And can we push this through and get it so that I can, do the pre-order? And she said, sure, someone will call you this afternoon. Well, they never called. Not until Friday afternoon, after pre-order was done. So at Norbert Frost's suggestion, I just bowed out of the upgrade program, sending the 16 back, of course, as a trade-in. And so that'll cancel out the loan. And now I'm financing it through the Apple Card for 24 months was 0%. So in essence, I'm building my own upgrade program.
Yep.
We'll see at the end of the time, how much I get back on the trade-in for the 17, excuse me. But I was extremely disappointed. Citizens, the day before, as I was working all this out, Citizens, they couldn't answer the phone. I couldn't get through to their website. It was giving me trouble. And finally, I'd been on hold for literally 2 hours. And then at the end of 2 hours, I got an audio message saying, sorry, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we can't take your call. Click. And after that, that was the message you got anytime you called in from then until sometime Friday. But by that point, of course, it was too late. So I am not a Citizens customer any longer. I don't plan to be a Citizens customer. And frankly, I would encourage you to be very careful if you care anything about customer service, because this was an epic fail. So
I would say
I did.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
I would say my experiences with their customer service has been hit or miss. I would agree with that, but that obviously is a very bad experience. Yeah,
this was a big miss. Especially, when I specifically said I'm trying to push this. If they'd have said no, but they set the expectation, oh yeah, no problem, we'll call you back, and we'll get it done. And that's my story, and I was not happy, but I did end up on Friday morning ordering an iPhone 17 Pro Max in the dark blue. But Dave, you said something interesting though. You said you could pick it up on release day. Mine isn't shipping until the 25th of September.
Yep, because that was what it was going to be, but I had the option to pick it up at the store, so I took it. In fact, my appointment is at 8:45 a.m., so I can go early and go on with my day.
Good for you.
In-store pickup is always the way to go if that's an option.
Yeah,
because you have a higher likelihood of getting the shipping date that you want.
Yeah, that, and when I've done it in the past, I would have it shipped and then it wouldn't show up till 5-6 o'clock at night because UPS has been so busy, or FedEx, whoever they use. And there was one time where I was home, didn't hear the bell, and the UPS driver took it back. I had to go waste my time at the UPS depot later that night. So I remember that. I remember that vividly as well. So
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
I've had pretty good luck with having it delivered. This was and unfortunately, because of the business travel this week, in some ways it worked out well because I'm not sure I will be home Friday in time for an early delivery, if they did an early delivery. So it's like, okay, I have to wait a week. Won't kill me, I don't think.
So Chuck, you got to do something that unfortunately I can't, which is use your Apple Card to do the no interest financing over 24 months. They only do that if you're on one of the 3 major carriers.
Right.
Which I think is ridiculous. Why not let everyone do it?
Although they did add Boost. I noticed Boost Mobile was on there now too.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
As a Mint Mobile customer, I would love to be able to finance the phone, but that's one of the things that stops me from just like jumping on a phone right away, because I want to make sure that when I pay for it, I have the cash to cover it so that I can pay for it and then pay that off and not have to pay interest on the phone.
Yep.
Yeah. And this may be my way of changing cell carriers too, because I'm going to get this in and make sure everything is fine, everything else is wrapped up, and then I may make a change on that. Before we move on, I want to make sure I say something and introduce Brian Flanagan Arthurs. He showed up just a little bit late, but I don't care. Brian, it's great to have you.
It's great to be here. Sorry for being late, but yeah, so glad to be here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's always good. Doesn't matter when people come or go. Always good to have them. Marty, you had a comment.
Yeah, I originally did the citizens financing stuff with my first iPhones, and was always kind of I don't know, feeling like I was biting my nails, wanting to believe it went through. And then I switched to Apple and was using their 24-month zero financing. And then there was a point, I think, where I wanted to get another phone, but I was still tied to one phone. Something said, pay the damn thing off. And so every year I pay it off and I go into the next refresh year with, if I want, two phones or a phone that I can kind of put towards the upgrade. And then, I deal with the reduced costs with it. I can choose whether I want to finance it or just pay the whole thing in one lump sum, depending on what I want to carry or not carry on the card. So it's worked out pretty well, but it's been a while since I've been attached to the Citizens Bank relationship with the financing piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, when it was brought up earlier regarding Boost and why it might be somebody that you can do the pay over time. I think it might have to do, and I could be mistaken, but during the merger of T-Mobile and Sprint, I think it was part of the government requirement to spin off some of the spectrum, for a better use of the term, some of the waves. So I think it was purchased by Dish Network, if I'm not mistaken, or the parent company of Dish Network. That might be a reason why, as opposed to how it used to be one of the MVNOs for one of the, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was an MVNO off of Sprint.
Okay. Yeah. Funny thing is, as I was jumping through all the hoops to try to get it pre-ordered, I did see Boost, and I did not recall seeing Boost before. So so Jeff, you just confirmed that this is the first year for it. So. Anything else? Anyone else have any stories or anything about their orders, pre-orders?
Mine went through smoothly, and when I did a late jump in to get the Ultra 3, I am picking that up in store, but I'm also can automatically trade in my my current Ultra and not have to deal with the boxing, the shipping, and all that other stuff that goes on. So I'm taking the trip up to the Apple Store for that on Friday to pick that device up. But the rest is coming to my house. Friday, I happen to have a full day of interviewing students who want to be in the program, so I can't hang out at home, and I really can't go to the Apple Store till later in the afternoon. So my wife has got a job for me on Friday. Well, a job from me on Friday.
Hey, we just have people popping here all the time. Norbert Frossa has arrived. I spoke his name and he appears.
So I'd say 3 times.
Yeah, good to see you, Norbert. Thanks so much for your advice on my alternative financing for my iPhone. It worked out well.
It's my pleasure. I see that I needed to be the middle box in the tic-tac-toe square, so number 9 to make the full 9 here.
Yeah. Oh man. So Norbert, before we leave this topic, did you order anything?
I sure did. I had a spending frenzy last Friday, and I got an iPhone that kind of mirrors me. I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max in orange. It's a little bit chunky, but it works all day. And just like me, I'm a bit chunky, but I like to work all day. So it's same as me.
Not sure we needed to know that.
And Marty, you said that you ordered the Air. Did I catch that?
Yeah, I was interested in the form factor. I've said, I think on other shows, I want to be the first one on my block to have half of a foldable iPhone. And just interested in the form factor. So I did that. I also got some cases for it. I got the Apple Purse to try that out, and we'll see.
Sorry, Webb. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, any thoughts on the external battery was only there? That's for the panel,
No,
not just, yeah.
Yeah, well, just for me, everywhere I sit, I have a MagSafe charger. So when I plop down at the desk to work, my phone sits in that cradle. So I'm really not worried about battery life. And if I need something that's more heavy duty, I'll just take the Pro Max with me.
I'm really intrigued to see what the orange looks like in person. I mean, on the video, it looks really, really nice, and I'm not a big fan of orange, but I hope it looks as good as it did in the video for everyone that ordered it.
Chuck, I have a feeling it's going to look better. And I say that because Apple has a very solid track record of poorly representing actual colors in the demonstrations. So I expect the orange to look even better in person, and the blue I thought was okay, but I expect it will look a lot better in person as well.
Jeff, I think you were the one that said it. I'll be putting a case around mine regardless. So that's one of the reasons I went with the blue, because I've had silver iPhones before, and they're okay, but I was disappointed they didn't have space gray or jet black or whatever they were calling that particular color this time around. It wasn't available in the 17 Pro Max. So in our private chat room, there are people throwing in descriptions of what color. And Brian, you said that now in December we make a peppermint latte version.
Yeah, go with the festivities, right?
The way some of your guys' minds work is really terrifying.
And yet you keep letting us come back.
I know, because I just never know what's gonna come next. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices, or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.